Okay, guys. Hope you had a chance to grab a quick coffee. We're back from the break, and we're going to invite up to the podium panel here to join me. We're going to invite the CEO of Curve and the CEO of Bud to join us and talk about banking as a platform, from B2C to banking as a platform. So I'll let you guys introduce yourselves formally.
Hi.
And introduce your company as well.
Shachar, founder and CEO of Curve. Curve is creating the first ever operating system for money. It starts with a card, consolidating all your accounts and cards into one place, saves you money on FX, give you more clarity on your spend, and even allows you to time travel.
It allows you to time travel?
Yes, you can go back in time with Curve.
We'll talk about that, okay.
So Bud doesn't allow any time travel.
Yet.
So Bud, what we're building is we call the financial network. So what that means is essentially we bring together a whole bunch of different APIs from the financial market and try and create some sort of intelligence around how they should be ordered in experiences. And then we distribute the platform that we have through sort of customer-facing brands. So it could be large banks, it could be anyone that really has sort of time and attention of customers currently.
So when we talk about obviously B2C, direct-to-consumer stuff versus banking as a platform, banking has been considered a platform in many ways for a long time. But what's different about banking as a platform in technology terms?
I think in technology terms, well, if we go a little bit away from the technology, the reason why is around sort of customer experience and kind of the whole reason of events like this and sort of the explosion of fintech has been that essentially, I mean, there needs to be better customer propositions out there. And the idea of the new age of platform is that actually those experiences should exist in a place where a customer does their day-to-day sort of interaction with money, and a platform essentially allows you to kind of actually leverage all the ecosystem of experiences or products. So I think that's the difference, is it's closed platforms which existed in sort of banking before, and now it's kind of these open platforms which allow innovation inside.
So indeed, bank was, and probably is for many of us, still a platform where we can deposit our money, and through this relationship we can access a host of financial products and services. And from that extent, it is a platform. Banking as a platform, I don't agree with some definition, because I believe you cannot be a bank and a platform. A bank does its job very good, which is keep my money safe. A platform is something else. A platform is like Spotify. They're not creating new songs, but they allow you to access your song and discover new songs based on your personalized taste. So a banking as a platform, or a platform for money, or everything money, is basically a platform that connects the entire stack, focused solely on user experience and interface with the user, and allow you to access your favorite use cases of money. Your bank has a business account, a personal account, a joint account, a credit card, an expense management app, all connected into one place, accessing your money, and through data, discovering new financial products and services, which many of them you see outside today.
So one of the things that's changing is the way we're using our phone for accessing basic banking services. We see now Tencent WeChat, Alipay, M-Pesa, Paytm, all of these alternative capabilities for access to what would have been considered a bank account in many ways. So let me ask you guys this question. How is consumers' use of mobile and technology for access to money, how is that changing the definition of banking, do you think?
I think the key the secret sauce is data and user experience. So in the past, I could only get services, the best services, probably from my bank, because my bank knew the best about me, so the onboarding would be easiest for these banking services, so it's quite limited. When you enter the platform zone, an operating system for money, as we define that, then you're no longer captured by one provider. Now you have limitless providers tailored to your needs. So that's first thing, it's the optionality that exists. The second point is the onboarding. Once we have all the user on the data, and let's just focus for a second on one item, which is KYC, or your application data for a credit card or a loan, that operating system, once it's hold all your data, you can access the service with one tap. So if in the old banking world, and this is the world we're seeing right now, a platform or an advanced bank will provide you insights about your money. You're spending too much on coffee, or your overdraft is too high, you're paying too much. An operating system, that what we envision is that insights is not first principle, because after I have the insights, I have to make deductions, conclusions, and actions. And a real operating system will tell you, stop spending here, or why don't you split it in 10 installments, and all you have to do is yes, and everything's happening on the background. This is a true operating system.
So what you're talking about here is that the bank account, because of technology, has the ability to play a different role in a customer's life. It can be like you're talking about a financial coach almost.
So I think banks will stay here for a very, very long time. I think they're doing a great job with your money. Yes, they have overhead of cost and legacy of code that doesn't allow them to move as fast, which will create room for this new layer on the stack that will connect everything in. But the bank can still provide you services through this stack. I hope I answered the question.
Sort of.
Sort of.
I think,
Okay.
I think on that point, it's around, the point, phones are inevitably these small little screens that we have to tap with our thumbs or fingers. And actually the way we interact with those is slightly different to how we interacted with even sort of internet banking. Is we're used to making, because of the nature of the app ecosystem, we're used to making decisions very quickly and things being easy. Now that's not fundamentally how the financial sort of systems were built. They were built in these silos. Nothing really talked to each other because it was about in branch. We didn't have the requirements then. So that's sort of been the real kind of sort of tension, has been I want to be able to do things quickly and easily, but the systems aren't set up that way. And so there's this kind of point where sort of, I think we both sit at that point, and yourself, where we're trying to sort of connect things to make things a little bit easier. Sometimes there's a bit of arbitrage. It's not always the kind of the full system, but as long as it looks and feels and gets the job done for the customer, then that's kind of, I think, the main thing that customers want.